All right. Here we go, back again on the other side of the coin.
All right, welcome back to the other side of the coin, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. What a mad 24 hours it's been. What a mad 24 hours it's been. It's Eid here in Sydney, Australia. So Eid Mubarak to each one of you guys. I've had a fantastic day. I've literally came home about an hour ago and now want to unwind and relax and talk to you guys. And yeah, really get to see and feel what you guys have thought about for the past 24 hours. All of a sudden, everyone in Twitter, all the journalists in Twitter telling us it was always Pochettino. Nagelsmann, who? It's as if Nagelsmann wasn't even talked about as a viable option. As far as I'm concerned, I'm pretty certain we didn't even talk to Pochettino. But just goes to show, what do these journalists actually know? What do these journalists actually know about what's going on? I wouldn't even be surprised if all of a sudden we start hearing that maybe Pochettino's out of the race. And even more crazy, ladies and gentlemen, is all of a sudden a lot of the fan base is coming out and trying to say, yeah, it does make sense. It does make sense. Pochettino, yes. This actually is the right selection. I mean, literally 3 days ago, let's just say 3 days ago, no one was even talking about Pochettino. Was he a candidate in the beginning? Sure. But the way it was all panning out, the way the social media and the news outlets and everyone was sort of focusing, it was Luis Enrique and Nagelsmann, the clear-cut favorite. This is what everyone was saying. This is what Fabrizio said as well. I mean, let's not forget, Fabrizio Romano was riding the Nagelsmann bandwagon. He really was. Fabrizio, on a regular basis, was saying Nagelsmann is the clear-cut favorite. And then yesterday, all of a sudden, Nagelsmann withdraws. And apparently, Nagelsmann, as he's quoted, that how can you decline something that you've never committed to? So maybe he wasn't even, I don't know, was he even in the conversation? There's rumors coming out that Nagelsmann didn't agree or didn't feel the project was right for him, didn't see the project adequate, the Chelsea project, whatever that project is. Felt a little bit disrespected with all the levels of interviews and the questions. Some are saying that Nagelsmann reminded them too much of Thomas Tuchel. And then you want to go through that particular path. Luis Enrique apparently demanded too many things. And now we have Pochettino, who apparently was leading the race all along. Why? Because Pochettino has faced similar situation at Spurs. New stadium development, gone through that phase. Young players development, gone through that phase. Built up the team with consistency of finding top four. Vincent Kompany's name was thrown around. honestly. I'm just, I'm not even, I'm not even vexed anymore. Honestly, I'm not even vexed. I can see Valentine Miz. I'm gonna rant. I'm happy for you guys to all rant in the live chat. I've been saying it all this time that the whole managerial situation under this new ownership, it's been a bit of a joke. And few of you guys have come at me saying, Miz, you're negative, this, that, the other. Now you see. Now you see. Look, uh, no Nagelsmann, no Luis Enrique, no problems. Someone like me is, what are you upset about? You never wanted Nagelsmann. It's not about me not wanting Nagelsmann. I still rated Nagelsmann as a top manager. I just had my preference towards Luis Enrique. And when that was done, I was like, fair enough. Let's go with it. Let's go with it. Sam saying, Miz, talk about our new winger. One new winger, bro. I don't want to talk about some 18-year-old that I don't even know. What do you want me to say? Every time there's some sort of news that's floating around, any L's that we're picking up, we seem to go and buy another 18-year-old, another 16-year-old. I don't know who these players are. I don't watch them. Simple as. I'm not interested at the moment. Do you know what I mean? We've influxed our team with all of these youngsters. I don't even know whether we have a plan for them. Alan, thank you so much for the super chat. 1, Poch has abysmal record against top 6 clubs. 2, Poch is a bottle job. 3, Poch wouldn't be respected by the players to be continued. Look, let's talk about Poch. I've made it clear. I don't think he's a bad manager. I think he's a good manager. But you know what Poch signals to me? And I'll be absolutely honest with you guys. You may hate it. You know what Poch signals to me? It signals to me that we are not really focused on winning stuff. We are focused on consistently playing a particular level of football that will put us there and thereabouts for top 4, top 6 on a regular basis. Poch doesn't scream to me that we are going for the win. We're there. We're competing against the best of the best. Poch don't give me that vibe. Are we going to be sustainable? Maybe. Does Poch give us the vibe that, okay, maybe not next season, but the season after, we start challenging for the Premier League? I don't know, man. I've not seen that kind of attitude from him before. Now a lot of people will say, "Oh, but that he was in Spurs. Spurs never win anything." Well, look at us. Like, we've influxed our team with a lot of young players. We're not really setting up ourselves to win, in the next couple of seasons. But a lot of young players. Some people are saying, Miz, he bought Enzo Fernandez for 120 million. How can you say he's not ambitious to win stuff? That 120 million was not set by, Enzo Fernandez. It's a crazy release clause that Rui Costa and Benfica put, and we went and triggered it because he's a quality player. But that don't mean that just with Enzo Fernandez himself, we can go out there and do the job and win Premier Leagues down the track. Now, I was listening to, I always go to AFTV when they lose, right? Because it's hilarious to watch their reactions. I was listening to Troops, and Troops was saying that one of the biggest problems with Arsenal, and I believe this is the same problem at Chelsea, Arsenal don't really have a spine yet. A solid goalkeeper, Yeah, okay, good defense, good midfield, but someone solid up front as well. Yeah, they got really good players like Saka and Martinelli, but they're young. They're just slowly maturing. Yeah, Gabriel Jesus, but Gabriel Jesus has never been someone who scores 20 plus goals on a regular season by season. Ramsdale, okay-ish goalkeeper, I suppose. Similarly for us, we don't have a spine. We don't have a classic goalkeeper, elite level defense. Yeah, okay, when Thiago Silva's around, but when Thiago Silva's not around, it's not elite level. And also, Thiago Silva's not going to be around forever. Midfield is a bit dodgy. Up front, we got nothing. Our team is not really set up to win anything, if I'm being absolutely honest about the situation. And maybe bringing in Poch is just about let's just get to some level of consistency, and then we'll see if we win anything. To be honest, I just don't think he's an elite level, ruthless, hungry, you know, manager that just wins stuff. Look at Jose, for instance. Look at the madness he's doing with Roma, right? Like the level of budget he has, and you know, Jose won it all with us. Like he killed it. This is why I wanted Jose, man. Just that level of mentality, just something to give us a bit of a character. I don't know. I hope it works out for us, but it's just strange, man. It's just Poch is better than Graham Potter, that's for sure. Poch is better than Graham Potter. But Poch, I think he's a bit of. I honestly look. All of this stuff people say, "What's a yes man? What's a yes man?" I'll tell you what I think of a yes man. I think Poch is a yes man. I feel like our owners and our board, they don't want a particular manager that's just gonna talk back. They want a particular manager that's gonna be on mute, like this. Mute. They want a particular manager that's on mute. They don't want the manager to talk too much. They want the manager to work with what you have. This is our plan. You just work. You talk less. Talk less. So far, look at the people that got rejected, right? Luis Enrique got rejected. Julian Nagelsmann apparently withdrew himself because he just got put off by Chelsea. Literally. Julian Nagelsmann got put off by Chelsea. Pochettino, he's a yes man. He is a yes man. He will work. He will collaborate with you. He will not cause too much chaos. He may ask, hey, I don't mind having that player. Okay, you can't give me that? No problems, no problems. I continue on. And, this is what he did at Spurs. This is why he stayed at Spurs for that long. Valan, thanks so much for the super chat. 4, even United, who are poorly run clubs, still opted against hiring Poch. 5, Spurs don't even want to rehire him. 6, definition of yes man. And this is exactly what I said. And that's what they want. This is what they want. This is what the owners want. This is what the board wants. Constantine, thank you so much for the super chat. If managers like Julian Nagelsmann are declining because there is no clear vision, clarity, and messy structure, what will it say about the manager who takes the job? What it says about the manager who will take the job is they're not bothered about this. They will work with this. And they'll try and get the level best out of it. And for me, it feels like, if you can't speak out on areas that you clearly see that it's a mess and it needs work, then we're not really setting ourselves to win stuff, right? Like What's the end goal? Like, I don't understand, ladies and gentlemen. What is the end goal? Do we just want to be one of those clubs that's happy to make top four on a regular basis and just go to the Champions League and try and go as far as possible but not win anything? Is that, I mean, from a marketing point of view, from a revenues point of view, maybe that just brings stable revenue. Maybe that brings consistency in terms of sponsorship and marketing. Your revenues will look good. Meanwhile, you'll redevelop your stadium. It all smells like Spurs. It really does. Spurs have recently gone through the same thing under Poch, didn't they? Redeveloped, reconstructed their stadium, this, that, the other. We're going through the same thing, aren't we? Just make money. Spurs make a lot of money. Chelsea will now just want to make a lot of money. Valan, thank you so much for the super chat. Poch lost out to Potter for the first time for the Chelsea job. Lost it to Graham bloody Potter. Develops players, but not their mentalities. Yeah. I mean, I agree that Spurs team should have won something under Pochettino. They really should have. That Spurs team was strong. It really was strong under Pochettino, but they didn't win anything. In fact, they bottled it every time. Now, you can sit here and go, that's Spurs. They bottle everything. At Chelsea, he won't bottle it. Really? Really? Some of these players that we have, they've bottled stuff already. They've bottled FA Cups. They've bottled Carabao Cups. This season has been a massive shambles. We needed a manager that was gonna create and breed winners. Create and breed winners. Digital Film Reviews, thank you so much for the super chat. Some of us prefer Poch to Nagelsmann. Yeah, I get it. And that's fine. That is fine. I mean, just ask yourself the question, do you want Poch just to develop players, or do you actually have ambitions to win? Like, do you honestly believe that Poch will win stuff for us? Once again, not saying win stuff for us next season. I completely understand next season is not going to be that electric. If we end up finishing 13th, 14th this season, I fully understand next season is also another rebuild. And, if we can end up coming 5th, 6th, I think that's great progress. But can Poch actually, after that, compete against the likes of Pep Guardiola, Jurgen Klopp, Erik ten Hag, Eddie Howe, many more, De Zerbi, Unai Emery? Like, these are not Mickey Mouse managers. Can he actually compete with all of these clubs and managers and actually win stuff for us, compete in Europe on a consistent basis, win stuff for us? I don't know. But once again, thank you so much for the super chat. If we get Poch, I'm walking away from Chelsea. That's no longer my club. My heart is broken because we are happy with mediocrity now. I hear you, bro. I hear you. I mean, there is a lot of animosity, I suppose, towards Klopp because Ibsy's in the house. Ibsy, don't think Poch is a yes man. Not gonna lie. Okay, Ibsy, elaborate to me why you don't think he's a yes man. What makes you think he's not a yes man? What has he done that gave you the feeling that, nah, you know what, he's not a yes man? Let me know. Give me some examples as to why you think he's not a yes man. I think that would be a great way to start. But I hear you. Like, I don't know how the match-going fans will feel about Pochettino as well, Like, obviously, literally yesterday, we did a poll. And I did a poll on Twitter. Nagelsmann or Pochettino? On Twitter, 5,000 votes. 85% went with Nagelsmann. On here, I think there was close to about 400 votes. 85% went with Nagelsmann, not Pochettino. Social media is telling us that their preference was Nagelsmann. Yeah? match-going fans, I'm telling you, as soon as Pochettino has some adversities, they will flip on this guy. They will flip. They will flip. You know, he is Spurs through and through, man. He is Spurs through and through. Yeah. Let's see what you guys have to say about this. Okay, Uzi. Klopp didn't want Salah, but he rolled with it. He didn't make a fuss, but doesn't mean he's a yes man. Think calling Poch a yes man is harsh. It's not about just wanting a player or not wanting a player. It's about being able to say certain things to the board, to the new owners. Like, for instance, new owners getting into the dressing room on a regular basis. Everyone will tell you that's not on. You may be the owner, but that dressing room is sacred. That's where the manager builds a relationship with the player. And if the owners on a regular basis keeps coming in just to drop in and say hi, or hey, I just want to introduce you to some of my corporate members, is Poch actually going to stand there and go, yeah, sure, come in, have a conversation? This, like, after a heavy defeat or something, I don't know. Or even after a good match, whatever the case is Poch actually going to stand there and say, look, can we another time? I'm having a conversation. It's not just about the transfers. And we keep bringing on about Klopp wanting Salah. Like, you think Klopp in Liverpool, he had no say about anything. He had no say. He had no say. I highly doubt that. Yeah, maybe for Salah, it was different. Maybe he wanted someone else and the club gave him Salah. But that club at that time was run by Michael Edwards. Michael Edwards knew Klopp's requirements better than Klopp did. Can we actually sit here and go, we can't even decide on a manager. We can't even decide on a manager. Look at some of the profile of players that we got. Do you think they all work? Do you think they're all going to work for Pochettino? Look at all the kids that we're getting. I don't know, man. I don't know. What would have Poch done if he was the manager in January and he got influx with all of these players? Would Poch actually stand there and go, hold on a second, you're pumping a lot of players in, we need some players gone? Or is he just going to stand there and go, no problems, bring more in, bring more players in? Once again, I repeat, I think Pochettino is a very good manager. But there's a reason why they've wanted him, or they want him, or why he's the favorite. There's a reason. There's a reason. It don't just happen like that. It really don't just happen like that. I'm pretty certain they would choose Poch over any elite managers right now. I think they would choose Poch over Ancelotti. I think they would choose Poch over Jose Mourinho. I think they would choose Poch over, well, they've already chosen Poch over Luis Enrique. They've chosen Poch over Nagelsmann. They're looking for a certain characteristic, and it don't necessarily have to mean that you're tactically wonderful or you're a winner, or it don't mean all of that. It really don't mean all of that. There is a factor of you being a yes man. There is. Whether you like it or not, you can sit there and keep denying it. But there is a factor of a yes man. Or else, how are all of these managers just saying, Nagelsmann actually said, I don't really buy into all of this structure, and there's not enough clarity in Chelsea. Is Nagelsmann a fool? Is Nagelsmann a fool? I don't know. All of a sudden, Nagelsmann is a fool. All of a sudden, people are like, nah, he's rubbish. Bertrand, thank you so much for the super chat. We are choosing development over winning. Betrayed. No, this is what it is. This is what it is. It's all about the player development. Miz, what is your definition of a yes man? Okay, what is my definition of a yes man? Let me explain to you. In my corporate role, right? What I do on a day-to-day basis. This is how I understand a yes man. A yes man is someone who will not talk back. Okay? Whenever there is any changes, whenever there is some sort of decision that's being made, you will accept it regardless. You will never butt heads with your superiors. You will never butt heads with your hierarchy. You will keep your mouth as shut as possible, and you will always praise. You will always praise. You will have nothing ever bad to say. Nothing. You will accept everything that is thrown at you, players, number of players. You will even accept if they recommend things to you that start this player, start that player. Do this formation, do that formation. I'm talking from a corporate level. Like, say if I was a yes man in a corporate, and if my manager was saying, Miz, today I want you to start doing from this particular order. Work from this particular order. A yes man would be like, okay, I'll do that. Even though I may know that maybe starting from that particular order is detrimental. For me, that's a yes man. Wow, what did PYS say? Poch confirmed PYS tweet. Poch confirmed PYS tweet. When? What are you guys talking about? You talking about this? Talk about this. Despite momentum behind Poch, Chelsea are insistent that they will follow through the process to appoint a new coach, which one are you talking about? This is the latest tweet from PYS. It's about Chelsea scouts have been tracking Diego Moreira since last year. I don't know what you guys are talking about, man. PYS tweet. What has PYS tweeted? Is it this? PYS new tweet. Valan, thank you so much for the super chat. So much for an intensive search for the manager. Yeah. Ibzy, I think we need a manager that knows what he's getting himself into. I believe Poch would... Okay, knows what he's getting himself into. First of all, knows what he's getting himself into. What is that? What is the manager getting themselves into? I believe Poch would communicate his disagreements in a way that wouldn't cause animosity. Well, if he communicates his disagreements in a way that doesn't cause animosity, no problems. But are they actually going to take him seriously? We need some stability because we're in a mess. We're a mess. Yeah, this is what I mean. It's all about stability, isn't it? It's not about Ibzy, it's not about winning anymore. I think it is about stability. This is what I've been saying. I think the reason why they're getting Pochettino is to bring some stability. It's not to let's go out there and in a year's time, we show the ruthlessness and we start winning. I don't think that's the case. I think Pochettino gives me the vibe that we want consistency, we want stability, we want you to hit top 4, top 6 on a regular basis. We don't want to put the pressure on you to win titles. Your job will never be on the line if you don't win titles. But if you can consistently give us top 4 finish, then that's fine. People are saying, Ms. Check replies. Ms. NTNs for PYS. Wow. Can someone just give me the link? Look, I don't know where this is, man. Just give me the link. Check replies. Like, what am I checking? Keep buying, not realizing bigger problems are there to address. Keep signing and don't get a good coach. It's a waste. Need a good manager. Just give me the link, man. Someone just share the link in the live chat. I don't know what it is. Andrew, you're right. It is the Spurs mentality. It is the Spurs mentality. People are very excited, seems like now, like literally not that long ago, not many people were that excited about Spurs by Pochettino. Now people are getting excited. It's the only reason they're getting excited is develop all of these players, develop all of these players, develop them. Player development. Player development is what I want. No one's talking about winning anymore. No one's talking about winning anymore. Limitless. Of course, I want stability, but it feels like that is all that they want. That is all that they want. Look, I hope I'm proven wrong. I hope I'm proven wrong, man. I truly do. I truly do. But this whole search for the new manager has been strange. I think to a certain degree, even Luis Enrique got fed up with all of these conversations. And I think even Nagelsmann said, it seems like you don't know what you want. You want to keep talking to all of these managers. You want to talk to me on a regular basis. You want to talk to other managers. It seems like you don't know what you want. You should know what you want. And then you go and you search for that particular manager that's able to do that. And if that's Poch, okay, so be it. So be it. I just hope that Pochettino can, in a year's, not next season, because next season I think it's too unrealistic to think otherwise. But I hope the season after that, he builds a team that can win stuff. That's all I hope. That's it. I'm just a bit concerned that he may not be good enough to do that. So yeah. I can't see what PYS tweeted. I don't know what you guys are saying. I can't see the replies. I just can't be bothered either. So if you guys can put it on the live chat, fair enough. If not, I don't know where to find all of this stuff anyway. So look, these are some of the latest news that's been floating around. Chelsea actually ranked Mauricio Pochettino above Julian Nagelsmann from the get-go. His Tottenham past is not seen as a major obstacle, which is clear because he is still in the running. Pochettino's resume is the most important factor under consideration right now. There you go. Look, he's probably going to get the job, isn't he? He's probably going to get the job. And I hope he does well. Luis Enrique did speak with Chelsea and made a positive impression, but there were concerns that he had not managed a league club since 2017 and was used to playing a particular style of play, perhaps better suited to La Liga than Premier League. Okay. All right. Fair enough. Matt Law. Hey, he's in the Pochettino bandwagon. Replies is next to the tweets tab. It's a tab on his account. Look, I can't be bothered. If you can put what he put down in the live chat, then do so. I can't be bothered. Pochettino improves young players, overseen a squad overhaul, manages upwards very well. Won trophies, Premier League and Champions League experience, managed through stadium rebuild, charismatic. He ticks every box I think of for Chelsea. Don't see why Tottenham pass would be an issue. Fair enough. It's probably also worth referencing the fact that Roman Abramovich twice looked into hiring Pochettino once the timing wasn't right for Poch and once the timing wasn't right for Chelsea. I'm pretty certain he would have managed Chelsea under Abramovich at some stage, though. See this comment here from Sam C34? Where's the paycheck? That's right. John Obi Mikel said, there's a reason why he never went into the front pages. There's a reason why John Obi Mikel never got that attention, that limelight, because in his recent podcast, he said he never made that connection with the journalists. There are players. They do that. They pay a little bit to get that connection. He never did that. I wouldn't be surprised if all of this Poch media that has risen in the past few days, Some of these journalists may be getting paid. Who knows? But I think he's now the favorite. I really do. Valan, thank you so much for the super chat. Do the fans really think Poch can control our players? Oh, they don't. They won't respect a bottle job one bit. How can you lose the League One trophy with PSG? Look, all I say is that let's see if he can win us stuff. Let's see if he can win us stuff, because that's what it's all about. It's about winning stuff eventually enough. I think next season it'll be a pass, but the season after, need this guy to win stuff for us. And the first sign of adversity, I want to see how the match-going fans react, because seriously, the match-going fans, they're the ones who control the mood, and they can change. Like look at what Todd Bowley did after a couple of people from the match-going section, got face to face to him. And since then, Todd Bowley, do you know what I mean? He's done a bit of a madness. Went to the dressing room, addressed the players, talked about their price tag, this, that, the other. Match-going fans are powerful. They really are powerful. I know us overseas fans and social media fans, we think we're quite powerful. We are as well. We are to a certain degree very powerful. But the match-going fans, I'm telling you, they're supremely powerful. They'll make you move. Ibsy, thank you so much for the super chat, man. I really appreciate that. I hope the match-going fans can stomach the first level of adversity that you're going to get with Pochettino, and hope that they can stomach all of that. Because as soon as they feel against Pochettino, look, most are not in line with Pochettino already. As soon as there's an adversity, I'm telling you, they will flip. Let's see how much stomach. Let's see how Pochettino handles those situations. Does Poch know, like Ibsy said, does Poch know what he's getting into? Does Poch understand the Chelsea fan base? Does Poch understand Chelsea? Does he know what he's getting into? With his background from the Spurs, does he know what he's getting into? Does he know the Chelsea fan base? We'll see. Valan, thank you so much for the super chat. I'll walk away from the football club and Chelsea FC if he comes. Look, I hope it's not the case, Valan. I hope your love for the football team is greater than the manager. Do you know what I mean? Julian Nagelsmann did not feel that Chelsea's project stands on solid ground after speaking to Chelsea bosses, and therefore informed them he will not be in contention. See, these sort of things, we need to be concerned. Top managers like Julian Nagelsmann coming out and saying the project does not stand on solid ground. Like, we have to understand. Why is Pochettino agreeing and other top managers, they seem to have a bit of issues with it? Valentine, thank you so much for the super chat. Imagine this. Your worst enemy had shagged his wife numerous times, got rid after getting tired, and you decided to get her as a sloppy second. Man, that's outrageous, man. That's outrageous. All right, let's see what you guys have to say now. Let's take up some of your comments. Nagelsmann sensed that Chelsea's very short list reflected a lack of clarity about which direction they want to take. Hey, this is how we feel as fans as well. Sources are refusing to confirm the third candidate identity. Oh, don't forget, there is a third one as well, though unnamed. Chelsea have done full due diligence on Arne Slot, whilst Hansi Flick has been a visitor at Stamford Bridge. That's mad. Like, everyone's open for this job. Despite momentum behind Poch, Chelsea are insistent that they'll follow through the process to appoint a new coach, which is expected to be completed in the next 10 days. Okay, a couple of weeks' time. Despite momentum behind Poch, Chelsea are insistent they'll follow through. Okay, same news, no problems. All right, let's have a look at what you guys are saying. Meanwhile, let me see if I can find whatever you guys are talking about. What PYS said. Yeah. This mystery contender, this contender whose identity has yet to be revealed, has made a name for himself as being tactically astute in a perceived lesser league, but is thought to be the least likely candidate on the shortlist. Okay, so the least likely. I don't know. Maybe Marcelo Gallardo, perhaps? Who knows? Okay, I don't know. I don't know. All right, Prabuddha, thank you so much for this comment. Miz, we rejected Enrique because he was not managing a club since 2017. Seriously, this is a dumb reason. I don't recognize Chelsea. Miz, Drogba is correct. Okay, we are going to be here looking for next manager in 8 months, because if Poch lose even 3 games back to back, the fan base will turn on him quickly and pressure the board. I tend to believe this. Watch Pochettino pull out low. Aiden, everyone was pro Potter when he was being looked at, saying he's fantastic coach. Truth is, no one knows how it will turn out. It may work with Poch. I truly hope it does. Better just appoint Hansi Flick. Todd wants Sergio Conceição, Padley, Gallardo. Guys, I'm scared because top coaches are rejecting Chelsea. Adrian, thank you so much for the super chat. What happened to Marcelo Gallardo? I don't know. Was he ever a shot? I'm not really sure. That guy from Benfica, I think. Sporting, maybe. I don't know. That guy from Sporting. Ruben Amorim. We need to take into account the fact that our owners are here to stay. We just need to make do with the manager that suits them. That is the case. That is the case. Look, we can all put our 2 cents in for the love of the club, but if you have people who are experienced in this field, like Wenger and Rangnick, talk about the situation, then there's a problem. Exactly. Ms. Ragnick said that Nkunku is making a big mistake joining Chelsea. We're becoming a joke. Oh, when did this happen? When did this happen, Ragnick? Really? Ragnick. When was this quote given out? I can't see anything online. Just put down the quote wherever you found it. Because I've shared a video with you from Lalana about Poch. Fair enough. Thank you so much, my man. Sergio Conceição is FC Porto manager, very strict and can handle rowdy, lazy players. Fair enough. I'm afraid of Bowley's judgment and choices. He'll find a way to screw it up again. Ragnick's a bum anyway. I hope Nkunku doesn't join us, just ruining his career. Well, he's going to join. Yesterday made me throw my hands up. And we need a striker because winger a joke. I hope Todd muds me so bad I don't see it. This Matt Law will destroy our club again if Poch can't win with Messi, Neymar, and Mbappe. Why Todd destroying our club by Poch appointment? Arsenal trust the process. What's happening now? Poch is average. Because I agree with Ragnick, Chelsea will ruin Nkunku just like Havertz and the rest. Come on, Flick. Just face it, we're not top club at the moment and we are on a decline for years. We're now looking for a project manager. How is company on the list? It's crazy. It's crazy. And people talk about Nagelsmann not having experience. Company, what experience does he have? Ragnick is not bummed. Don't look at the United situation. He clearly always said what United needed. They never listened. That's why he walked away. No, I don't think he's a bum at all. No patience. We want quick success without process. Our team is in shambles at the moment. No one wants quick success, man. No one wants. I think this is a bit of a misconception from you, Limitless. I think everyone's quite aware of the situation, but we're also aware that with an elite manager, it can be turned around. I mean, you look at Unai Emery at Aston Villa. How would you judge that? Do you think that's quick success? Do you think that's a process? The elite managers, they know what they're doing. Top level managers, they know what they're doing, and they go for it. Do you know what I mean? Unai Emery was doing a madness at Villarreal. Unai Emery won the Europa League with Villarreal. Unai Emery won several Europa Leagues prior. I'm pretty sure Unai Emery won the Liga as well, but everyone wins the Liga, no problems. But look at what he's doing. Look at what he's doing at Aston Villa. Aston Villa was 16th or something like that when Steven Gerrard got sacked. Aston Villa are now vying for a top 4 finish. Do you know how mad that is? Do you know how mad that is? So I think this whole thing about no patience, one quick success. No. I think majority of the logical fans they're aware where we are. I'm not saying to win the league next season, not at all. I think our team is good enough with a good manager to bring us back to maybe 4th, 6th, and maybe Pochettino is that. But can Pochettino then season after actually win us a trophy, actually compete for the Premier League? That's my only question. That is my I just don't know if he's capable of competing against some of the best. PGD Tour. Thank you so much for the super chat. Chances Jose Mourinho can get the job. I wish he did, man. I wish he did. Wish Jose Mourinho got the job. For me, that guy, 3 times champions with us, man. 3 times. Look how well he's doing at Roma as well. But yeah, we're going to wrap things up. Give Poch a 2-year deal. Let him develop these young players. Then if he can't win trophies in his 2nd season, then you sack him and hire someone elite who can work with these players. Yeah, okay. Well, why don't we just go for that elite manager now and then just build with them instead, as opposed to waiting for a couple of years? But fair enough. Like, it is what it is. Look, for me, just get the manager done, get the manager situation done. Look, I'm over it already. I'm quite fed up with it. I wanted Luis Enrique, never happened. I kind of was starting to warm myself to Nagelsmann. That's not happened. Now I'm gonna go through the process. Even I'm going through the process. I'm gonna have to go through the process of warming myself to Pochettino. And maybe in a couple of days' time, maybe Pochettino doesn't even happen as well. And then we'll take it from there. Maybe it might be Frank Lampard by the end of it. Ragnick came to United and said United needed a wholesale of changes. Ten Hag came in, added 3 key players and got them working towards something. Yeah, fair enough. But had they listened to those wholesale of changes, maybe he would do a bit, slightly better. Look, Ragnick is not a dumbass. He's not a dumbass. He identified key areas. He identified about Ronaldo as well, Cristiano Ronaldo. Out of the added 3 key players, they did get rid of Ronaldo as well, which is also something that was recommended by Ragnick. So you have to take into consideration that that's made a big impact as well. Not using Harry Maguire, that's made a big difference. Obviously, now they're forced to use Harry Maguire, so we've got to look at all those other stuff as well. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for your time. Smash the like button before you go, and I shall see you guys later on tonight, wrapping up the latest in Chelsea news. Yeah, look, let's see what happens. I think it might be Pochettino, and I wish him the best of luck if it is him, and I hope he can win stuff with us. I think, look, Pochettino as a character, I don't mind him. He a good character. I hope he can develop some of our players. I hope we play some really good football under Pochettino, and hope he can prove all of us wrong. I truly do hope so. And now I'm going to have to warm up to Pochettino. There is no other way. I have to warm up to Pochettino, and we'll go from there. Till next time, everyone. Take care. See ya.